Deb here with Creative Life. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you all are having a great day today, and thanks for being here with me. So today I have a fun little project. We're going to be using the Mixed Media Kit from Jolie, which is the Mixed Media Kit from May. Okay, you get this little canvas and you get a little bit larger one. And of course I have the reveal video, which I will link here in this video. We are also going to be using some of the pieces from the card kit. We may use these alphabet cards, and these are just, playing cards in the kit. Okay, so these are just like alphabet cards. And then here I have some ephemera that's actually from this paper collection, which is the Master of Magic. And again, this is from Stamperia, and this is the backgrounds selection. Okay, and so, or I might go ahead and cut out a couple of cards from here. I thought that these were pretty cool. So yeah, so we're going to go ahead and be doing some mixed media stuff. So for the first thing we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to go ahead and use some buttercream acrylic paint. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and shake this up. I'm going to put it down on here and then let this dry. Once it's dry, I'm going to come in with my crackle medium and we're going to put that on top and then let that dry. And then we're going to come in and I'm actually going to mix this acrylic pearl with the ceramic buttercream, and I'm going to paint that on top of it, and then we'll see how it crackles. So we'll see how that goes. I've never used crackle medium before, so this is my first time. So I'm hoping that it works. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so to get started, I went ahead and just kind of squirted on some of the paint, and I am using like a buttercream paint. It's not really white, it's kind of like a creamy color, and I just went ahead and brushed that on. I only did, I think it's like about one coat. I just kind of eyeballed it, and then you're gonna go ahead, and I painted the sides a little bit, but you'll go ahead and you'll let this dry for about maybe 10-15 minutes. Next, I went ahead and grabbed the medium, the crackle medium that is in the mixed media kit, and I just went ahead and placed that on. Just kind of squirted it on here and there, and then go ahead and brush it out. And you can see here that I just kind of added a little bit more in areas where I thought I needed it, and you can do the same. And I think maybe one coat or two coats, just wherever you feel you need the coverage at, and then let this dry for about 15 minutes. Okay, so the next thing I did is for the small canvas, I went ahead and painted around the rim, the back side of the canvas, with that intense alcohol ink, and that really stains the wood nicely. Then I came in with some glue, cut down some paper from the card collection, and I went ahead and placed that inside of the little area there. So I'm kind of using this as a frame. And then I just went ahead and placed some glue on the inside and just kind of brushed it around so that way it would dry really nice inside. Then next I went ahead and brought over my scoreboard. And what we're going to do is with this piece that is part of the ephemera piece, I went ahead and scored just down that flat area so the doors will open. So that's what you'll want to do, is just go ahead and score where the door and the pillar meet, and you'll go ahead and just score down that line, and you'll see the line that is on the image. Next, I grabbed my X-Acto knife and I went ahead and just cut a line down the doors, and then I just did that a couple of times so that way it would open up. You'll go ahead and you'll cut along that edge there where it kind of it just kind of curves around, and you'll go ahead and do that so that way your door will open, and with the score line it will open pretty easy. Now, when you cut that curved area, you'll just go down to where the edge of that pillar is, where you scored, okay? So you don't want to go all the way down. You just want to go a little bit, about a quarter way down, I guess. To cut some paper to cover the inside of the door, you'll go ahead and just grab your whatever paper you want to do, and you'll go ahead and just fold the door over the top of that, and then just go ahead and draw a line or trace it, just like I'm doing here. Okay, and then you'll go ahead and cut those out. Now I did cut two of them out, and you'll see here in a minute why. Okay, so here I went ahead and cut one piece out, and I'm going to go ahead and attach that. So I'm going to go ahead and put my glue on my door, and I didn't put a lot of glue, and we are going to go ahead and place some little brads that look like little doorknobs on here. I thought it looked really cute, but I wanted to cover this first because I do want the doors to be pretty thick, and so they are very sturdy. So I went ahead and glued the other door on, and just like that. And then you're done with this part. So next we'll move on to the next part. So any excess you have hanging over, you'll just go ahead and cut that away. So, and that's what I'm doing here. So I'm just kind of trimming down the excess paper that I had sticking out. So while everything is drying, I decided to go ahead and paint the side of the canvas, the small one. And so again, I used that intense alcohol ink, and I just went ahead and brushed that all alongside of the four edges of the small canvas. Because this canvas is going to sit on top of our larger canvas, um, I wanted to go ahead and have this look nice. So, and I just think it finishes off the canvas. So the next thing I did is I again used the Intense alcohol ink, and I went ahead and did the wooden sides that are inside of the canvas. So again, we're using this as a little frame, and so I just went ahead and added some of that Intense, the inside of that wooden area. And that doesn't take too long to dry. It pretty much is dried instantly. So the next thing I did is I grabbed two little brads, and this is where we add our little brads on top of the door. So I grabbed two little brads, and I went ahead and just grabbed my little hole punch, punched some little holes in on the sides there, and then we're going to add our brads. Now here I went again, I went ahead and cut out another backing for the doors. So we're going to place some tape on top of the back of the doors where the brads are, where the back of the brads are, okay? So that's what I'm doing here is I'm just grabbing my tape, my double back tape, and I'm going to go ahead and place it on top, and I'm just going to go ahead and and I cut out some little doors there, and I'm going to go ahead and tape those or place those on top of the tape. And again, I just wanted this to be extra strong, you know, just to be a little bit more thick, so that way the doors wouldn't be so, wobbly. So I want them to be, you know, really thick and sturdy. So here I added some glue so I have a little bit of maneuvering time, or, for the doors here. So I'm going to go ahead and grab one and place that on top. And I have to say, I really like how these doors turned out. It's one of my favorite things. I have to say, this canvas is one of my favorite things to do. And it's one of my favorite canvases that I've made. I have to say, I really love how this turned out. It is so, so pretty. And yeah, I really love it. Love, love, love it. So I hope you guys are learning something, or that you feel inspired by this project. And, if you do, please create one or let me know. And let me know what you like to do. Do you like making canvases? I have never really made a whole lot of canvases until lately, and I'm really getting into it. Next, I went ahead and grabbed my glue and just stuck glue all along the bottom and then a little bit on the sides. And what we're going to do is I grabbed some of this fake moss that I have that I bought from like Michael's or something. You can get it at Michael, you can get it anywhere, you can get it at Walmart. And I just went ahead and placed that inside. And then I just kind of built it up a little bit here and there wherever I kind of just wanted some of the moss. And then I grabbed our little image and I went ahead and placed glue. Now I didn't place glue along the top area, um, and that's because I'm going to slide some things underneath that. So right now I just wanted the sides glued down. Next, we're going to go ahead and add some of the flowers, that ephemera from the paper collection. And I added this blue one up there, and then I love that pink butterfly. So I scooted the flower over a little bit, and then I went ahead and grabbed some foam tape and placed the foam tape on top of the flower. I mean, on top of the butterfly. And then we're going to go ahead and just place that right there above the door. I love how this is looking. So I wanted to use this feather, and I I really liked it, but it just wasn't. So I placed one feather back in the back. I took the large one out, and so we're going to be adding some of the ephemera pieces inside now. And I just went ahead and used some of the foam tape on some of the mushrooms. And so we're just going to go ahead and lay those down. I'm so excited. And I just, like I said, I love how this turned out. The inside is so stinking cute. And I just was having some issues with that feather. I didn't know where to place it, so I just took it out altogether. And then I went ahead and placed some of the little tiny mushrooms down inside. And I just thought that these looked so stinking cute. These little mushrooms are super, super cute. And this one I did a double on it. And I was trying to get it to where it would look more like, 3D type thing. And I really love how this is looking. So now our canvas is dry and we can go ahead and we can add our paint. So I did go ahead and mix the cream with that intense alcohol ink, and it gave me like this really pretty mauve kind of pink color, and I really like it. So I'm just dabbing on the paint, and you see here, I'm just kind of like going over it lightly and just kind of going over. And I know it doesn't look like it's cracked yet. Okay, so we have to wait for this part to dry. So I know there's a lot of drying time. And I think, but really, it didn't really take that long for it to dry, you guys. It really just took maybe 10, 15 minutes between each of the dry time. Um, but while it's drying, you can definitely do other things. So here you can see how it's already drying and you're getting the cracks in it. So next I grabbed my canvas and I did place some glue on the back, but it was having trouble sticking. I just went ahead and left it like that, but I did fix it later and we'll come back in and I'll show you how I stuck it down. So I just went ahead and I cut that little bunny off of the hat. It's a piece of ephemera. And I just went ahead and cut that bunny out. It's so cute. And then I stuck this little flower down at the bottom, and then I stuck one up on top. And I just love these big flowers. They are so pretty. And this ephemera is really kind of shiny, and it's got like a really pretty finish on it. And it's like I don't even know how to explain it. It's really like a really pretty golden finish on it, on top of it. It's really gorgeous. So if you have the card kit, you'll know what I'm talking about. They're really pretty. They really shine really nice. And so I went ahead and cut two of the cards out from the paper collection and stuck them on top of each other and placed those up in the left hand corner. Stuck that feather right there on the side. And that's the larger feather that I was having some issues with. And then I cut that gear and the other little flower that I'm sticking on the side down there. That is also from that hat image with the bunny. So I went ahead and stuck those down. And then what I did is I came in and I wiped off some of that glue. And I went ahead and used double back tape on the back. And I was having some issues with it sticking because of the glue, but it finally was sticking down. And then I used another smaller tape for the side there and placed that on top. And so, yeah, I just had to really burnish that tape in. Like I said, I was just having problems with it sticking down. I don't know why. So, and then I came back in with that, my little scraper, and just went ahead and burnished it all down. And then I went ahead and placed that canvas right in the center. And I left a little bit on the bottom opened because we're going to use one of those new chipboard pieces that are in the shop that Kim created, and it's the dream one. Now, I did have to cut off the top portion of that, but you'll see here in a minute how pretty it looks. I left part of that side opened, and I kind of made it into like a little heart. I really like how it looked. And then the dream, the little end piece, that little swirly at the end, that looks really pretty. So I grabbed the Sparks, which is an acrylic paint, and this is a golden color, and I went ahead and painted that on top of the dream. And I'll tell you, if I do have another kit with this in it, I will go ahead and put the link down below. But that paint is from a previous kit. So I just went ahead and put some glue on the back of this chipboard piece and then went ahead and laid it down. And then I went ahead and brought that one piece over so that way it kind of closes up a little bit and it looks like a little heart. I thought that was so cute. Next, I decided to go ahead and add some water to the gold, and I decided to go ahead and do some little splatters. Now, I don't usually do splatters, but I've been watching Kim's lives, and Kim Hurd is the owner of Trace Jolie, and she does lives, and she really does a really gorgeous job sharing techniques and how to use some of the mixed media things. And so I've been trying to do more splatters on my canvases, and I really love how this looks.
So we are done with this super cute little canvas that we did. And I have to say, I am loving it. I hope that you guys are loving it too. I just think that this turned out super adorable. And yeah, I hope you guys give it a try because this was so fun. I really like how you can get creative with these type of mixed media kits from Trace Jolie and, just put your own spin on it. And so I hope that you all like it. I'll have all the links down below to both the card kit and the mixed media kit down below. And I will also put in the link if there is still one of the kits available that has this sparks in it. This is the acrylic paint by Finnabar. So I'll put that down below for you too. I will also put the link for this little chipboard piece that's Dream. And yeah, I think this looks so cute. I love how it looks like a heart right here when we cut this part out. Absolutely love how this looks. So I hope that you guys like it. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.
Thanks for joining me today, y'all. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial and head on over to Trace Jolie to check out their shop. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment, and join me Friday nights at 4:30 Central Time.